Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, in the previous lecture we studied that how could we protect alcohol with trityl, benzyl, acetyl and benzoyl groups. So you have understood that the protection of any given functional group requires its transformation into the other stable functional group. So the stability matters because a functional group is being transformed, being taking part in a chemical reaction due to its reactivity. So the major problem is the reactivity of any given functional group, that is basically retarding the chemoselectivity. If we require chemoselectivity in our given reaction, then we must have to transform our reactive functional group into a relatively stable functional group. So stability matters a lot. Now, today we will learn that once a given functional group is protected and we have carried out our given reaction, then how could we transform, how could we ask our protecting group that your job is done and now you can leave. This is known as deprotection. So deprotection stage is very important. Once the job of given functional group is complete, once the job of given protecting guard is complete, now that protecting guard must have to leave. If that guard stays there, then it is not protection. So here we will study the deprotection mechanisms of some selective protecting groups. First of all, here the deprotection of benzyl group. How benzyl group undergoes deprotection. Now, previously we had briefly studied that by catalytic hydrogenation, the benzyl group detaches. It is deprotected, leaving behind our original alcohol back. Here, it is the mechanism that we perform. First of all, hydrogenation of the palladium metal. Hydrogen molecule adds over the palladium by a process known as oxidative addition. And most of you are well aware what oxidative addition is. Hydrogen molecule is now added over palladium, and this PDH2 is ready for the hydrogenation of any unsaturated species. You could proceed the hydrogenation of alkenes or other species which are hydrogenatable by using this substrate. In the next step, our protected alcohol, which is benzyl protected alcohol, and that is now known as benzyl ether. As you may remind that in our previous studies, we had modified our alcohol into corresponding benzyl ether. So this benzyl ether, which was basically formed for the protection of alcohol, is now being asked that please benzyl group, your job is done, now you can leave. So here we have used PDH2, which is formed by the oxidative addition of hydrogen over palladium. Now we have added corresponding benzyl ether. It undergoes insertion reaction and palladium is inserted between oxygen and carbon bond. Now, by the process of reductive elimination, we are getting our catalyst palladium regenerated, and you know that catalyst is the substance that speeds up a chemical reaction and is regenerated at the end of reaction. At the same time, we are getting our alcohol functionality back, and benzyl group is now transformed into corresponding toluene group. So, in this section, we have studied that we could protect our hydroxyl groups by using benzyl group, and once benzyl protection is done, you could perform your selective transformation reactions as desired for the formation of targeted product, and finally you could use palladium catalyzed hydrogenation process for the regeneration of your hydroxyl function groups that were protected by benzyl groups. The next mechanism is deprotection of trityl group. Now, you know that previously we had studied that trityl protection is carried out especially for primary alcohols. So once primary alcohols are protected, primary alcoholic functionalities are protected with trityl group. Now you perform your desired transformations with other functional groups. The chemoselectivity would definitely be observed because trityl protected hydroxyl would not be able to take part in the chemical reaction. Now once our targeted modifications are done, now we will ask our trityl group to leave the reaction, to leave our hydroxyl group. Or in other words, we will request trityl group to go back. So दूसरे अल्फाज में प्रोटेक्टिंग ग्रुप का जब काम ख़त्म हो जाता है, हम प्रोटेक्टिंग ग्रुप के आगे हाथ जोड़ते हैं, क्या भाई अब तुम्हारी ज़रूरत नहीं है, अब आप वापस जाओ. सो जितना कोई प्रोटेक्टिंग ग्रुप आसानी से वापस जाएगा, द मोर इजीली अ प्रोटेक्टिंग ग्रुप लीव्स व्हेन इट्स जॉब इज डन, the more good is that protecting group. Here, trityl group, which was used for the protection of primary alcohol, once its job is done, now you could use mild acidic conditions, which is dilute acids, for its deprotection. As you could see here, the oxygen atom is now getting a proton from the mild acid or dilute acid which is added here, and it is now protonated. Due to its protonation, it could withdraw this shared pair of electron towards itself to form corresponding hydroxyl group to leave as corresponding alcohol, while the remaining fragment of the molecule is now corresponding carbocation, and that carbocation is formed due to its stability. So stability is a major factor. As you could see here, this carbocation is substituted by 3 phenyl groups, and you could see that this positive charge could be diffused, could be delocalized over the 3 phenyl groups, meaning this deficiency of electrons would not be localized. If it would have been localized, then the resulting carbocation would have been very reactive. But now this is not localized in case of trityl case. That is why this positive charge is delocalized over 3 phenyl groups, meaning that this electron deficiency is now diffused over 3 phenyl groups. That is rendering this substance to be stable, to be less reactive. That is why it easily leaves under acidic conditions and we are getting back our alcohol. The next is depot action of acetyl group. As you may have noticed in our previous lecture that we had protected our alcoholic functionality by converting that into corresponding ester. Perhaps you may remember that stability of a functional group is very important to stop that functional group to take part in a chemical reaction. Meaning, if a functional group is in reactive form, it would definitely take part in that chemical reaction. But if we are going to convert alcohol into a relatively stable functionality, a functionality that is stable under the reaction conditions which are required to form targeted product. So the formation of our targeted product, the reactions involved for the formation of our target, if a given functional group is stable under that conditions, that is quite suitable protecting group. Now, if we have converted alcohol functionality into corresponding ester, and now it's time to say the protecting group, please leave the alcohol functionality as your job is done. So here we could try sodium methoxide. This methoxide conditions are quite suitable for removing this acetyl group. As you could see here, the negative charge of methoxide or alkoxide functionality, alkoxide radical that attacks on this carbonyl carbon, forming this intermediate. When this negative charge comes back, these alkoxides leave here and a byproduct methyl acetate is formed. In the next step, we will use aqueous conditions or more preferably aqueous acidic conditions to form corresponding alcohol. So alcohol is now regenerated and acetyl group is now deprotected. The next step is deprotection of benzoyl group. How to ask benzoyl group to leave the protection of our hydroxyl group. Once this job is done, this alkoxide will attack on this carbonyl carbon in a similar fashion as for acetyl group, and similarly we are getting this intermediate, we are getting this alkoxide and corresponding methyl benzoate as a byproduct of the reaction. Under dilute acidic conditions, we have got our alcoholic functionality regenerated. So that is how that we could deprotect our functional groups. We could deprotect the corresponding protecting groups to get our original functionality back. So thank you very much and stay blessed. We will meet in the next lecture. Allah Hafiz.